Hey everybody, Jay here from the Food and Drink Fest, and we're going to be doing another up close, this time with Jeff Crump, the executive chef at the Ancaster Old Mill. But first we're going to pop over to the market, so we'll see everybody over at the market. We're here at the Hamilton Farmers Market, and today we're going to be talking to executive chef Jeff Crump from the Old Mill, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the importance of eating local and what the movement means. I guess the first thing, what should people consider when buying local?
Well, the first thing I think people should consider is the season. You know, that's how you do it. Generally speaking, when you cook or shop within the seasons, everything that's at the market at that time, it should be local. Summer is tomatoes and all those really great lettuces and most of the vegetables, and in the spring, asparagus and new potatoes. And so being aware of the seasons, I think, is the first sort of way you should jig your shopping habits.
So then let's order some stuff here.
It's spring. We're just starting the outdoor season. It's a beautiful day out there. And one of the things about early spring is, even though it's 14 degrees outside, it's actually not spring when it comes to eating locally. But that's hard to sort of swallow because I don't want to eat roasted root vegetables anymore. So generally what I do is we break out the barbecue as early as possible, and start grilling. We just walked by and we saw these really great Italian sausages. And to me, it just sort of inspired an idea for the grill, doing like sausage and, mozzarella and some peppers and lots of great herbs. I love the coil part of it, and it's local pork, so this is actually what I would like to have for lunch today. So,
right on.
So here's where we're starting with the sausage, and then we'll walk around and find some other things, and then we'll go back to the restaurant, build a charcoal fire, and cook it up. When you try and eat locally, if you just sort of give yourself a break and just pick a few things that are, and really be proud of that. And that's what we do at the mill. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, well, let's go get some cheese.
All right, let's go.
So Jeff, when you wrote Earth to Table, you traveled around the world, and what kind of blew your mind about this Earth to Table movement, and what inspired you to write the book?
Meeting other people around the world, I realized that the same sort of quality that we have around here is the same around the world. The same issues, farmers having trouble selling their products, chefs looking for great food, farmers looking to sell it but having a hard time connecting. That was that's the same problem no matter where you go in the world. So it made me feel good or part of this global community and trying to do the right thing. We really try and stay traditional with our recipes. So if we're grilling up sausage, we're going to serve it with some really great mozzarella cheese. This is a cheesemaker out of Toronto, and they make this really great, soft, it's not buffalo mozzarella, but it's...
So those aren't snowballs?
No, these aren't snowballs. It smells like milk.
Yeah, it does.
There, smell that. It smells like milk. Yeah, no, this is wicked. Yeah. This is called black kale or cavolo nero. Yeah, it'll go really well with the... Yeah.
So we had a little bit of a shopping trip down at the Hamilton's Market, and we're back here at the Ancaster Old Mill, and we're going to be drilling some stuff up. And I guess if you can just tell us a little bit about the history of the Old Mill.
This is the Old Mill. It's been around for about 35 years, owned by the Ciccone family. Ron Ciccone built this place, and I've been here for about 8 years. We're committed to local agriculture and really great food. We've built a hearth, a stone hearth, which you're going to see in a minute, and that's what we're going to grill the sausages on. So let's come on down and let's go grill.
Sounds good to me.
So the first thing we'll do is start a charcoal fire. This is charcoal, and then we add some apple wood on top for some nice smoke flavor. And this is the professional, or actually the most reasonable way to start a barbecue, is to get a blowtorch. So now the thing about this is you want to let this burn, catch on flame, and then burn down to a red ash, and then that's when you want to start grilling. don't do it while it's still flaming. So here's the Cavolo Nero. This is the black kale that we got at the market. So what we've done is we've blanched it in boiling water for 2 minutes and then plunged it into ice water. And then
What's the purpose of that?
it cooks it and it sort of helps the color, but ultimately it cooks it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grill it on the grill beside the peppers. This is called pepperonata. So this is red onion, roasted red peppers, capers, garlic, olive oil. And so basically this is a very traditional recipe. We're doing sausage and peppers. And that's a very sort of, New York Italian dish. So this is actually we just cook this out for about 15 minutes until it's nice and soft. I'm really excited about this lunch here we're gonna have. All right, let's go cook. So when you're cooking with live fire, it's a bit harder because you have to manage the fire. You have to sort of know how hot it is, but generally speaking, grilling is very hot and you can move it around. But barbecues, you can also sort of turn it down. Don't be afraid to turn, there's a dial on the grill. So you don't have to cook at such a high heat all the time. You can sort of sear the meat and get that caramelization, but you can, generally speaking, turn the barbecue down a little bit. And then if the meat is thicker than a thin steak or a burger, I would turn it down. The other thing that's important is to make sure that the grill is hot. So before you're gonna cook, turn the grill on about 15 or 20 minutes before you put anything on there. So I love this, so we're keeping this as is. I skewered it with a skewer, and now we're gonna grill it just like this. So we're gonna put it right on the grill like that. And you can see the grill's not flaming, but it's nice and hot. The charcoal is very hot, and so now just leave it, don't touch it. The other thing that people do is they tend to try and move the meat around too much. Just put it on, if it's cooking, let it cook. Okay, so the sausages are finished. The Cavolo Nero is blanched. So now we're just gonna put it on the grill and warm it through a bit. Once again, you wanna put this on when the grill is relatively low. So that's just gonna heat through. Then we're gonna take the sausages off, or the sausage, right on here. Slide the skewer out. And then the pepperonata that we had finished. So this is the roasted peppers, the capers. So this is just gonna go right on top of here. Like so. So this is a real family style dish. This is something you just put down on the table and everybody digs in. So this is a little olive oil, garlic, and chilies. So that just goes right on top of the kale. Lemon juice goes really well on kale. And then the mozzarella cheese that we had. And it's nice and sort of soft. It goes really well with the spicy peppers and the spicy sausage. I'm just tearing that right on top. And the idea is you sort of make your own here. That's lunch if you ask me.
It does look family style.
This is how we serve dinner at the restaurant on Sundays, called Sunday Suppers. So we serve everything family style. So a little bit of the kale. Sausage, some peppers, and a nice big chunk of the cheese, and boom, there you go.
Excellent.
It's a great lunch any time of the year, actually.
All righty, let's try this. I really like how the capers add a subtle salty taste to it as well. Jeff, is there something that you live by?
I think ultimately it comes down to 3 words: good ingredients matter. This food world, we ask for the cheapest food possible, and convenience is king, and I think we're really losing sight of that, what's really on the plate and where the food comes from. So in the end, it's good ingredients matter.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us, it was fun.